Well, we shall see. So, good, good afternoon, everyone. I am Carrie Little, the author of the new Real Estate Agents Journal, and I am back for the second section of my book, which you can find here on Amazon. I am a licensed real estate agent, broker owner of a real estate firm here in Illinois, Caremark Realty Group, and I work with not a lot of new real estate agents, especially in my marketplace. I have the privilege of educating about 300 new real estate agents, at least right now, in this marketplace, at least right now, because right now they've been furloughed or they've been laid off or people are coming back to the real estate industry, and so I'm in front of a lot of new real estate agents. And so last year, I came up with the new Real Estate Agents Journal. And so, because of it, I want to talk to you about part two. If you missed part one on Amazon, you can go to carriejoelittle.live and you can watch that replay. So, I'm just making sure we're live here on Amazon because, sometimes you don't know if everything's working, but that's all right. We're going to go with, oh, I can talk to all of you. So, hi. So, if you've joined me here live on Amazon, hey, Ebony, thanks for watching. All right. So, part two of the new Real Estate Agents Journal. All right. So, for those of you that do have the book or you're going to invest in the book, I have 6 sections, really a seventh, but that's you connecting with me. And today we are on part two. Last time it was what is your why? Today we're going to talk about, being reflective, talking about what you're going to do every day in the real estate business. So, and I remember when I started selling real estate in 2001, I didn't know what my day was going to be like. I just needed someone to buy a house because I needed a paycheck. So I have a couple of books in front of me here to make this easy for all of you. All right, so let's do this because I don't have to hang out with you all day. If you do get the journal, I'm going to come back and I'm going to go through every single section, and then I'll often come back and I'll go live to teach you something else or teach you something new. And I usually tell you which page of the journal you should jump to so you can take notes, so you can always go back and refer to what I shared with you. All right, so as a new real estate agent, questions to consider and or write, and you can write your own questions. So I have, these are things you need to look at, and then I have questions you might want to know, or if you don't even know what to ask. I recently had a conversation with a new real estate agent ready to jump ship from their current brokerage, been in the business maybe 1 or 2 months, not sure what to do, and I said, you just don't know what questions to ask, and they might be teaching you to you at a higher level, and you need to reel back that designated managing broker or the trainer so they can kind of coach you through how to do the business. And the one thing in real estate is, as an entrepreneur, you have to get up, get dressed, and get out the door. You have to motivate yourself. Now, we can motivate you. We love that you show up to all of our trainings. We love that you show up here live on Amazon to learn. We do. Marky Lemons and I have her book down in the feed if you haven't grabbed her book as well. So we'd like you to come learn from us, but we also want to make sure that we teach you how to work. If I can feed you, I can tell you what to do, but if I don't train you how to go do the research, I'm doing you a disservice. All right, so questions to consider as a new real estate agent, or even as a seasoned agent. Some of you just need to go back to the basics, seriously, because some of you need to go find houses for your buyers, right? So here are some things you need to consider. What am I going to do today as a real estate agent? I'm going to go through all of them and then I'll come back. Will it help me as a new real estate agent? Is what am I going to what will I do? Will it help me today? Should I create a daily list? What classes should I sign up for? What do I want to learn? What did I do today to generate a lead? Who did you encounter today? Was it someone you should collaborate with? Was it a good connection? Should you stay in contact with that person, right? Go connect with them on LinkedIn, go connect with that person on Facebook, go make sure that person is in your DM. Make sure you're communicating with them regularly. Is something holding you back from doing the business? Do I have any transactions? Why or why not? And then I want you to list your own questions or ideas and what you want to work on. So let's go back to what am I going to do today? So when I talk to new real estate agents, I literally want them to do this. And if I were sharing my screen with you, it would be I want you, I almost don't even want to use this one. I'm going to use this sheet of paper. I want you to literally, old school. Now, you can get out a Google Calendar, you can get out a week, you can put all of this in Microsoft Excel, whatever works for you. But let's just say, because I'm going to draw this out for you, old school. We have, and depending on how you work, you might start your week on Monday, but we're going to go with Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, if you can see how bad this is, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And so this is your life. Now, some of you, this is going to be a real eye opener, especially if you have a full time job, a part time job, or you consider yourself dual career. So, this is what your job, so what are you going to do today? So, old school. And again, you can open up a Google Calendar, your Outlook calendar, your calendar on your phone to do this. So what I want you to do is if you have a regular job, I want you, so let's say we get up in the morning at 6 a.m., right? We got 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., seriously, 11 a.m., 12 p.m., 1 p.m., 2, I think you get it, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? Because sometime you do have to sleep. So but this is what I want all of you to do. I want you to you can use a sheet of paper, again, Excel spreadsheet. I want you to write down your day. So then what I want you to do is if you have a real job, if you get to work from home and it's from 9 to 4 every day, real job. I'm writing real job. Now, hopefully this is not you, but if it is, real job. That means you have to work outside of this. Now, we could put in that in the middle of this full-time job, you have lunch. So you could work on lunch. So that means, and let's say on Sundays, you have Sunday available and Saturday available to work all day. Now, if you don't have a full-time job, then you have all the time in the world. If you get your nails done, if you go to the barber shop, if you go to the hair salon, if you have kids and you have to pick up the kids every day, right, from school. The reason why I want you to do this is because it will help you understand, did I get into the real estate business thinking I could do this full time? Did I get into the real estate business thinking this was going to be easy? Did I not really think this through? Because some of you, and if you did get to see Marky's live, if you didn't get to see Marky's live on Amazon, go check out the replay because she talked to a gentleman that I was like so impressed. Like he had so many deals in his first. I'm sure I'm going to mess it up, but I did put his book down here on Amazon, so you can check out his book. So you can grab Ebony in the chat. Tell me which book that was that Marky talked about today. I could probably go find it on Marky's feed that was today. So for how much money do you want to make? How much time do you actually have? And are you generating leads? All of this. And when I say how much time do you really have in a day, if you have a regular job, you need to, number one, grab the new real estate agent's journal. Number two, you need to write down your whole day. Because if you don't have a realistic perspective on what your day looks like, you are going to be shocked when you can't do it all. And you might become an agent that has to refer to another agent. You might be an agent that only works on Saturday, and maybe it's only going to be your investment business because it can be done. Maybe you're like, okay, I really want to work real estate full time, but my day, because I don't have flexibility in my work schedule, this is not going to be as easy as I thought. So that means that as a real estate agent, here, I bet I can go find this feed. As a real estate agent, if you thought you were going to do 100 transactions a year as a part-time agent. Let me go find the book. Oh, here it is. Success with Listings. So I've got the Modern Real Estate Guide, Success with Listings, and the New Real Estate Agents Journal. So you could pair those all up together. So if you thought as a as a part-time agent, you were going to be able to work like someone that is single, no kids, and can kick it every week, that might not work for you. But it doesn't mean you can't do the business. So what does that mean? That means that you might have to do one deal a month, and that's okay. If you have kids and you know you got to pick them up from daycare or they have sports, your strategy is going to be a little bit different. You are going to make sure that everyone at the gymnastics center, at the baseball field, or at the football field, that they know that you're a real estate agent. So your strategy is going to be a little bit different. So your homework is, and even my seasoned agents, you are going to come up with your calendar and I want you to block time. And please block time for yourself. Okay, so you need to figure out what you're going to do all day. And when I say what you're going to do all day, you need to block time to lead generate. I'm the person that says if you are someone that can work Monday through Friday, I like 9 to 11 a.m. If you're like Carrie, I sleep till 9 a.m., then okay, 1 to 3 p.m. I think 2 hours is enough to do lead generation. It depends on you. I worked with an agent that was in another up north, and she worked from Monday through Friday from 9 to 11 cold calling. That was what she did. And I'm convinced she did about $350,000 net because she got up and got dressed. All right. So, some other things you're going to think about. Will it help me as a new real estate agent? A lot of times when I talk to people and they want to get in the business, I'm like, okay, so where are your leads going to come from? And they're like, what do you mean? Your managing broker, the designated managing broker, your company is not required to give you leads. So when we say will it help you, think about the fact that you should go interview with a boutique, because I'm the boutique and I want you to talk to me. Go interview with the big box brokerages, go interview with the mid-side brokerages, go talk to a commercial company, because you might not know that maybe commercial is your niche. So will it help you as a new real estate agent? Now, should I create a daily list? Now, I am someone that thinks, and I do have paper on my desk, but I do use Trello. I do use Todoist. Um, I use these other tools, but I think, and you can create your list here, but do I think you should have a list? Absolutely. You can have a list, because some things you need, don't just create a list to check the box. Your list might be that every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you're going to work on lead generation from 9 to 11. But on Monday, you're going to work on lead generation on social media. And it might mean that you're just going to have conversation, right? On Tuesday, it might mean that you're going to create your content and you're going to post that content. On Wednesday, you might go live every Wednesday on social media. And so, and if you already have the book, write that down, because this is all comes back to your daily things that you need to be doing to make sure you're generating the lead. And so when I say, will it help you as a new real estate agent, you should be asking the question. So when I say you need to be reflective, is what I'm doing working? So sometimes you need to come back. And if you're not generating a lead, we need to have a conversation. And we might have a real conversation. So that conversation might mean, Carrie, I've been sending out my postcards. I've been calling all my friends and family. No one is working with me. Are you? Because I'm going to say, what classes should I sign up for? Have you signed up for all of your multiple listing service classes? Have you signed up for the local association classes? Have you signed up for how to sell a house, how to work with the seller, how to work with a buyer, how to go from beginning to end? Once you have, if someone calls you to get a listing, do you know what to do next? There's a class for everything. You could probably find classes here, because I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna teach you something. My goal is every single Monday. What do you want to learn as a real estate agent? Now, when you come to my brokerage, I know what I want you to learn, but tell me, what do you want to learn as a real estate agent? Do you want to learn how to have a conversation with someone that doesn't sound so scripted? Do you want to be able to be scripted so you know the next question to ask? I'm the one that will trip you up. When someone calls me to sell me something, I'm like, can you repeat that? And they're like, because they're out there flipping through the book. So you need to learn how to have a conversation beyond the script. So what do you want to learn? Do you want to learn commercial? Do you want to learn about investing? Do you want to learn about working with short sales or pre foreclosures or probate? Or do you want to learn not just about investing? Should I live in it, flip it, or rent it out? What does it mean to hold a property? How much money do I need to flip a property? How much should the property be in order for me to make a profit? Like, these are all the things we don't think about as a new real estate agent. You signed up to take a class, you studied really hard, you passed a really hard test to not learn how to sell real estate. You learned the law. So now you need to figure out, what do you want? And you might have to Google it. You might have to chat with me here on Amazon. Let's see. Do I have any conversation? So thank you. So I think it's Noli Williams, Success with Listings. That's the person I was talking about earlier. So his book is in my store here on Amazon. Okay, so you got to think about, what do you want to learn? You still have to learn a business, but what do you want to learn? And when I said, what did I do today to generate a lead? At the end of the day, did you do anything to generate a lead? Did you post on social media? Did you ask for the business? What did you do? Did you call a friend and say, hey, let's have coffee here on our mobile devices? Let's just have a conversation today. Or here's, as a new person in the business, you might just say, hey, I'm new in the business. Call your parents, call your friends, call your family, call your sister or your brother and say, I'm new in the business. Can I practice coming to your house to sell it? You're not selling it, but you can go through the process. You can stumble over the process. So these are things you need to think about. Okay. So that next section, who did you encounter today? Was this a good connection? Was it a good connection? So I recently took a business course and I made about 40 plus new connections. And I know that of those 40 new connections, which ones are the best connections? The people that I will collaborate with probably every week or every month, the people that I'll follow on social media, the people that I might help out or they will help me. So, did you make any valuable connections? You got to get outside. You got to make a phone call. You might really need to make a phone call. And I say that more than once because some of you only want to text. I own it. That would be me. Is there anything holding you back? What are you afraid of? There are so many tools out here to help you do the business of real estate. There are so many of us out here that want to help you be successful, but sometimes you don't know that it could be you. It could be you. Like, I had the fear of going to someone's house that didn't know me, but this is what I realized. When I learned how to explain data, when I own a house, I should say this. It could be, you could be holding yourself back because you don't own a house. You've never lived in a house or you've never owned property. Maybe you've lived in a property but it was a rental. You could be a first generational buyer in the United States. You could be someone that moved here from another country and now you're a citizen and you've never owned a house. And so now you're a real estate agent and you don't know how to talk someone through the process because you've never gone through the process. So when you figure out what's holding you back from being successful, that will help you be successful in the future. And then you could deal with it because it might be as simple as you just didn't know something. And that goes back to, what do I want to learn? In addition to, you need to go through all of the pathways of success that some of your associations might be offering. You might need to read some other books, and you might need a mentor or a coach or simply the help desk. And when I ask the question, do you have any transactions? If you're new, it's my belief that you should have your first client within the first week and you should have your first contract within 30 days. That's what I think. They say out of the 1.4 million Realtor members, new real estate agents don't close their first deal for 6 months. And if you've been in the business 6 months and you haven't closed anything, are you a parent? Are you taking care of family? Are you Do you not have as much time as you thought you would have? It can be done. You just have to plan the time. So before I end, I want to remind you to make sure you come back to go with me through the process of every single section of the New Real Estate Agents Journal. We've already talked about your why. Why did you get in the business? We're talking about being reflective. What do you want to know? Who do you want to learn from? Do you need a mentor? What classes should you sign up for? Have you connected with anyone? Do you have your daily routine? Do you have any transactions? And is something holding you back? And you can take this journal and you will have the ability to write down a lot of those questions. So, if you haven't purchase the book, I encourage you to purchase the journal so you can collaborate with others. So when you join me here live, you can take notes so I can teach you something. My background is that I am a digital marketer. I've been in the real estate industry since 1997. I have worked in new construction. I have worked for one of the largest real estate companies in the world, commercial real estate companies. I have a real estate brokerage of over 30, we're at 38 agents. I have been training real estate agents since 2008. I am an expert on social media. I am an expert on helping real estate agents go live. I used to edit television for a living, so I know what I am doing. I sold my first deal when I started selling real estate in 2001. I got licensed in 2001. Prior to that, I worked for a builder within 30 days. So if I can do it, you can do it. So, if you haven't purchased the book, buy the book. If you are a real estate agent and you've already invested in one of the journals, buy them for your office or buy them for a new real estate agent. So, I want to say this to all of you. Thanks for joining me here live on Amazon. Continue to follow me on CarrieJoLittle.live here on Amazon, and I will help you learn to earn. So, thank you so much. Everyone, have an awesome week and continue to follow me here.